So I just got back from this drum clinic at Forks Drum Closet down the road. David Garibaldi is who was playing. Who that is this guy. That dude right there. I put a picture of where I had to kind of duck in between cymbals to get into this little bitty room that this whole clinic was going in. It was a very fun time. That is a very cool cat. Talked about different stuff. I can't play what they're playing because of copy strike things. I might go back and try to half-ass something that sounds like this, but I'm so terrible at playing that guy's grooves because he is a monster of a player. And he talked about, this one guy next to me asked a question, how does he come up with the innovation of what he does? Because his drum parts are usually unusual. They don't have a straight backbeat of a 2 and 4, that feeling. And he displaces the beats, and he really understands drums and how this whole thing works. It's absolutely incredible. He talked about where the innovation comes from. He said, I wasn't a studio player, and there were some studio cats there that he knew from back in the LA days that now are Nashville studio guys. It was the Yamaha clinic. So he talked about what the innovation was. What was he doing back then in the 70s when he came up with this stuff, and what is he doing now? Why does it still have that same innovation? He explained it. Why do I want to play something that I've already played over and over and over and over as a drummer, when I could speak more, when the music lets me have the freedom to do it? And I can play different parts, and I can play busy, and I can play unusual grooves and displace things and work out. It works with the song, then the song works with my groove, then it becomes something else. And that's a great thing. And my little weird little things that I'm doing, as fast as I'm doing them, I go back and listen. I'm like, wow, I left a lot of mistakes in that. But then again, it's okay, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just playing as fast as I can, and everything is improvised. So I don't really know what I'm going to play until that second that it happens. So I'm okay, all right, but I'm going for it. And I love what he had to say about this stuff. He just talked about how it was important for him to speak musically. Since he had a band, he wasn't a session guy, and they worked out parts around him, and worked out parts around the bass player, and worked out parts around things to show off their instruments and give them a voice other than just playing the R&B grooves that he said he loved, but they have been done so many times. That book has been opened. And he talked about it, and he said, I tried to play 3 different grooves in every single song, and I tried not to play that exact same groove in the next time we did it. And we had 6 albums to do, and I had to make sure I had enough material. And he says he keeps a notebook and writes all these things down. And this is what he was thinking musically, and this is a pattern that he likes. He said, and he had tons of notebooks, and he gave everybody a sheet that I didn't get. But that's okay. I'll have to run back and see if they have one at Forks later on or something. It was great to hear his talk about it, and how it was important for him as an artist in the band of Tower of Power, and having a voice beside just laying the backbeat. But he said the time keeps itself. Latin music a lot of times doesn't have a drummer. As a suro player, which is a huge floor tom thing they wear around their neck, and they smack it, and they wonderful sounding. But they don't really have those sounds. There's not a drummer in those bands, but they have. Tom is there. He said he loved it, and he studied it, and when he was coming up with a lot of that Tower of Power stuff, especially Oakland Stroke, he said, I was playing so much stuff trying to learn how to samba. And he was living in the Bay Area, and he was going to see all these cats play, and he said it was just great to hear all these different people throwing music together and see what would stick. It was really a very good clinic. I enjoyed that one. So cheers to Forks, and cheers to Yamaha, because that was a very fun thing. I got to go to their innovation clinic today. I am into innovation. I got to talk to one of the guys. He's probably 10 years younger than me, and he's on the Yamaha staff, innovating stuff. And they have a new aluminum hardware that I thought, wow, because I love Yamaha hardware. I think it's fantastic. I don't use their drums. I love them, but I just don't use them. But their hardware is so good. I have always loved their hardware. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So that's kind of what I did, and inspired me to not be afraid to try things on my own stuff, because I don't have any restrictions in mind. I don't have to play anything because I have no idea what I'm going to play. You never know. So it was kind of inspiring. It made me feel good.